I'm actually curious about this here. So I'm probably going to talk about this tomorrow on the Rob and Dan podcast. Link in the description. It's a lot better than my content. You probably like it more. Anyway, we're going to talk about that tomorrow, but I actually also wanted to talk about it today. I figured that there's enough, difference in audience to. I saw a clip on TikTok of an interesting scenario. The scenario was there was a prank YouTuber who was following a guy around with this camera, harassing him with his phone. It's your camera now. And the guy kept saying, "Leave me alone." And then the guy defended himself with a firearm. So, yeah. I thought it was interesting, so we're going to take a look at this. And apparently the guy got acquitted. So, listen, I don't like prank content at this point. I know that I'm a very low-effort reaction streamer, and that's perfectly fine. I don't care. You can criticize me all you want for that. But I think there's a difference between low-effort reaction content versus going out and making your entire career harassing the shit out of people. You know what I mean? It's like you're just mostly just harassing minimum wage workers. So let's see what we got here.
Tonight, Fox 5 has obtained never-before-seen footage of a YouTube prank.
I think this might have happened a long time ago, too.
Ended with a shooting. A Loudoun County jury found Alan Coley not guilty of the most serious charge connected to the shooting at Dulles Town Center. David Kaplan's working this one tonight. You got your hands on the video. What?
The YouTuber responded? Where's that?
Happened here?
Yeah, Jim, Tanner Cook's YouTube page has nearly 56,000 followers. Most videos show Cook going to public places and doing some sort of prank that people typically have negative reactions to. We're going to walk you through this video.
Yeah, and just to be clear, it's about the negative reaction. The negative reaction is the point. He wants you to have a negative reaction. He even made a video about how he got shot, like he was proud of it. But that's the whole point, is to go there and bait this negative response.
Without audio first, then we'll play the whole thing for you. On April 2nd at Dulles Town Center, Cook was being filmed as part of his YouTube page as he walked up to Kali, who was picking up a food delivery. On Cook's phone, he had an automated voice play a vulgar message that was repeated multiple times to Kali, who tells him to get away or he'll call the police, is what it appears to say in the video.
And then he called the police. But it's like one of those things, a pocket police. He called his pocket police officer. You guys know how they have like the little pens, the little pocket bleach pens that clean your shirt? It's like that's a pocket washing machine and dryer combination. So then he pulled out his pocket. He pulled out his police officer, and the police defended him.
Kali tries walking away. Cook appears to follow. Then the lone shot rings out. Here's the full video.
What? Quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
It's like weirdly aggressive. Like he's not just playing it for me. He's like putting it into his face. I just said no. I would be so perturbed by this.
Quit thinking about my.
Get on my Facebook called house on. Stop.
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm happy the guy's alive. It's okay. He's alive. We can laugh about it. But bro, this dude told you, he set a firm boundary, and that firm boundary is leave me alone. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't feel bad for this guy. I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, morally, is it right what he did? Probably not. But hey, here we are. I'm not really crying about it. To me, it's the same thing as if you walk up to somebody and call them a slur and they hit you. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Kali did have a concealed carry
Went down like a pussy.
permit. Cook has recovered.
Good.
Kali was found guilty of discharging a firearm in a public place. Again, not guilty on some of the wounding-related charges.
That's fair. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough.
His attorneys, Kali's getting a hearing next month, arguing that the verdict should be thrown out on the discharge in public since it was self-defense. Today, the Loudoun County
They should arrest this guy for harassing people in public. This type of prank content should be illegal. Like, you shouldn't be able to go around and be harassing people in public. If somebody says leave me alone and you don't, that should be illegal. It probably is. I don't really know. I don't know if we've this is the thing. It's an internet thing. I don't know if we've really figured out the morality or the mentality of how we should interact with every single thing like this. But if you're harassing somebody in public for internet content, like you're literally just harassing them for funny, just to be funny. You think it's funny. That should be illegal. I don't get it.
Commonwealth's attorney says the force used by Colley, they believe, did not match the threat he faced.
The YouTuber is wrong, but the guy was that scared of a cell phone. He probably would have shot someone else for something less justified. I mean, you might be right. There's something to think of. That's something to think of. I think he should probably get the discharging the firearm, because I don't think that you should be doing that. It does seem like a disproportionate response, but at the same time, it's like legally he should be charged in some capacity. Morally, stop harassing people in public. They should both get a charge for something. Yeah, I mean, so.
Cook's father, Jeremy, agreed with that, but disagreed with some parts of how the Commonwealth's attorney prosecuted its case.
Where's the line where it became a life-threatening situation where he had to use deadly force? If you see that line that was crossed, then you can think like that. But if you watch the video, at no point do you go, oh, there's where it became a physical point where this guy had to defend himself. That never happened.
You're right. I just don't care. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not a police officer. I don't have to care. I'm not the police. I'm not the law. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm not on the jury. I don't have to care. And if they tried to put me on the jury for this, I would say I don't care. I think I would laugh. I would say sorry. You know, I don't think it's funny when you get shot, but it's like, this is somebody harassing somebody. I'm not really worried about that guy. There's people that are having actual problems every day. You think I care about the guy that's harassing people? Like, on the one hand, yeah, disproportionate response. On the other hand, you don't know these people. You don't know how they could fucking react. You have too much trust in the public. I keep to my fucking self when I'm out. Okay, I don't even engage in road rage. My wife does, but I don't. Yesterday, we were driving, and it was rainy out. But this is basically what? Why is my? Oh, just to be clear, like, this was basically there was the lights over here, right? So this was the red light string, and then there was a turning lane, and then there was a straight lane, right? So you guys know how it works. You have the turning lane. Everything is straight this way, and then it merges into a turning lane, right? Somebody drove up the shoulder, like to this middle where you're not allowed to drive, to get to the turning lane, right? And they tried to get in front of me, so I cut them off hard as fuck. And they were beeping at me and slamming on the horn. They're in the wrong. Listen, I'm waiting for the fucking light, pussy, doing the right thing. You're trying to cut around me? You're playing a silly goosery game. So I cut him off. My wife's slipping him off and telling him, "Go fuck yourself." And I'm just like, just stop. Who cares? Like, we're over it. Well, I'm in front of him. This wasn't about that. You know, she likes the road rage. I'll leave it alone. You know? But you don't know how these people act. You don't know these people. You don't know what fucking issue they got going on in their life. That's why you keep it to yourself. Don't go around harassing people for your content, and then you won't get shot, or there's a less of a chance that you will, at least. This guy's yapping.
That never happened.
Oh, I guess he's yapping is over.
Tonight to get their perspective. They told me this was a difficult case. One juror told me that he did believe that Cook was a threat, to Colley, specifically pointing to Cook's size relative to Colley and the fact that Cook wasn't speaking and kept following him, and that Cook had an expressionless face.
I mean, that's actually an interesting point, too, because on the one hand, the guy with the gun, I'd say he seems a little unstable. He's shooting that quickly, but you got some guy following around with a phone, not saying anything. That's also unstable behavior. Maybe the guy thought that this guy was fucking unhinged. I don't know.
Jury originally told the judge they were deadlocked. Then they came back with the verdict a short time later when they handed down that verdict yesterday. What was the jury thinking in the room? What changed their mind? I have the one juror's perspective. We'll have that at 6:30 as we continue our coverage. Jim?
Okay, interesting.